Episode 11, The Nine-Gem Hairpin. The journey south to the city of Ayodhya began in a new kind of silence. It wasn't the awkward silence of before, but a fragile one. Both knew something had changed irrevocably. Plurring's confession still hung in the air between them. He found that he had become the observer. His gaze was no longer just scanning the forest for physical threats, but was now fixed on the young woman beside him, trying to comprehend the secrets she carried. As they traveled south, the landscape transformed. The wild, humid jungles of the northeast slowly gave way to fertile plains. They began to see larger villages, better roads, and more frequent caravans of merchants and nobles. One day, as they hid beside the road to let a nobleman's procession pass, Anchali murmured unconsciously, "A Garuda banner. That's the convoy of the Lord Chamberlain, likely on an inspection tour of the northern provinces." Plurring's head snapped towards her, his eyes wide with surprise. "How did you know that?" Anchali started, as if realizing what she'd said. I read about it in a book at the Royal Library. It's nothing." She deflected quickly, but not before Plurring had noted. On another occasion, while resting in a large market town, Plurring saw Anchali observing a jewelry stall. She picked up a pair of silver earrings and whispered to herself, "The craftsmanship is exquisite, similar to the work of the royal artisans, but the gem setting is slightly misaligned. A pity." Her knowledge was far too deep, far too specific for a simple nobleman's daughter. The suspicion in Plurring's heart grew exponentially. Finally, the sight of golden stupas gleaming against the horizon came into view. Ayodhya, the great metropolis of the past, now a majestic ruin, appeared before them. Plurring felt the magic and solemn grandeur emanating from the old capital. The crumbling city walls, the towering chedis with their tops broken, the colossal, headless Buddha statues still radiating a powerful faith. Everything was a reminder of a glorious past that had been extinguished. But Anchali's reaction was different. She showed no awe like a first-time visitor, but was instead filled with a profound, piercing sorrow. Her eyes gazed upon the ruins as if she were looking at her own destroyed home. She walked the ancient, dilapidated paths with uncanny familiarity. "You said you knew where the next artifact was?" Plurring said, breaking her trance. Anchali nodded slowly, then led him through the ruins, deeper and deeper, until they reached the inner court, the historical residence of the royal women and their ladies-in-waiting. It was a place an outside male like him would never have been allowed to enter. The third artifact is not a weapon like the others. It is the Nine-Gem Hairpin, a personal treasure of a great queen from a bygone era. It is said to be guarded not by a monster, but by the spirits of the court ladies who remain bound by their loyalty to their mistress. They stopped before the decaying gateway to the inner court. The evening sun slanted through the ruins, casting long, haunting shadows. The atmosphere was eerie and melancholy. Anchali turned to face Plurring, her expression the most serious he had ever seen. "The guardians here are not beasts, Plurring. They are spirits bound by loyalty and sorrow. They will only yield to one with a pure heart, or one who understands their grief. This may be your most difficult test yet."